Hi kids, welcome back to Art with Mrs. B. We've got a great project here today for you, a collage project, which will be lots of fun, and it is based on Surrealism art of Salvador Dali. There's an example that I made for you to take a look at. What do you notice about the images in the artwork? You'd have to know about realism to know a little bit more about what you see. They're dreamlike images, aren't they? Showing a world of dreams and imagination, even nightmares. They're realistic things that are combined in odd and unexpected ways. Real-life objects put together in a funny, silly way. So we're going to make our own collage art today, inspired by the art of Salvador Dali, which I will show you some images of his artwork. So let's go over the simple materials that you're going to need for this collage project. First of all, I want to make sure you cover your surface of your table, either with a big piece of paper, a craft mat, or some newspaper. I've used just a cream piece of paper just so you could see what I'm doing better than the busy newsprint. You're going to need a piece of paper. I suggest 8.5 by 11, like regular copy paper, or you can do something bigger. Cardstock or regular print paper is fine. You're going to need some magazines. You don't need as many as I have here. 1 to 3 magazines to look through. You can also use images from the newspaper or print some things off of the computer if you're able to do that. You're also going to need some glue. Rubber cement or just regular old school white glue is fine. Scissors, paper towel to wipe your fingers from the glue. I love to use my fingers when I'm gluing stuff. And that is all you're going to need. Okay kids, so I've gathered my materials. I have my magazines. I have torn out a few pictures that I liked, but you're just going to browse through the magazines and tear out pages or cut out images that you think would look cool in your collage. And you're going to try and choose things that don't have anything to do with each other. And we're doing it with inspiration from Salvador Dali. He made paintings and sculptures and films even about the dreams he had. And he painted melted rocks and floating eyes and clouds that look like faces and rocks that look like bodies. Sounds weird, right? Well, think about what your paintings would look like if you painted your dreams. I bet they'd look pretty weird too. You're going to start to cut these out. Oh, I want to show you a little trick about cutting things out. Do you notice that I am not turning my scissors? I am turning the paper. So when you come around a corner, turn the paper. Your scissors should always face pretty much forward. That helps you not to get sore arms or wrists and also makes for a more accurate cut. So you're going to cut out whatever images you like. I am going to leave this as possibly using it for a background. This I might use it for a background also. That's an option. I'm going to cut this one out. I've already cut out a few, but I'm going to cut this one because I might use it. You might want to cut a few more images than you think you might need. I'm going to continue to cut this out. You cut yours out and we'll be back in a sec. So Salvador Dali was involved with Surrealism. That was an art movement where painters made dreamlike scenes and showed situations that would be bizarre or impossible in real life. Let's create our own. I think I want to put this down as a background. I have all my images here. Here's some extra asparagus in case I need it. And I'm going to use the smallest amount of glue possible. Just squeeze a bit around the edges. Use too much glue, that paper starts buckling, starts getting all wrinkly, and we don't want that. I'm going to put a little bit in the middle, maybe just a little X. If it's easier for you to pour the glue out onto a little piece of foil, aluminum foil, or a little plastic dish, then you can do that. Ask parents first before you use anything from the kitchen, please. Now, what do I want to use on the bottom? I think I need one more image to go across the bottom. Thank you. And I'm just going to add, I think I'm just going to add some of this blue sky. Yeah, that'll work just fine. Get my glue going. A little bit is the best. So now I have my background. Smooth it out, doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'm going to start to lay out my images before I glue them, just to see what kind of possibilities I have. Let's see if he might be walking down, walking on the hand maybe. And I want to connect some of the images to the edge of the paper. When I'm all done, I'm going to be cutting around the edge, cutting any little bits off. I already had this idea for this mouth when I saw it, was this diver going right into the mouth. Kind of like that. And it almost looks like he's coming down from the ocean, like that bluish on the ocean. Then I thought about the robot hand. Okay, I'm going to work a little bit on arranging this and get back to you in a minute. So I glued all my images. Now I just need to do a little bit of trimming for anything that's hanging off the edge. I think I'll trim this whole edge here. Make it look a little bit neater. So anything you're wanting, any edge you're wanting to trim off, go ahead and do that. So, and I also added one more image. I went back into my magazines and there just seemed to kind of be a hole here with my composition. There was just an emptiness. So I really want you to think about composition, meaning how everything is laid out nicely and pleasing to the eye. So here is the original example, just to show you the possibilities, and the one that we made together today. So I hope you enjoyed this collage project, Surrealism, inspired by Salvador Dali. Make sure you clean up all your supplies, and I will see you next time.